Hey everybody, out digging with Tulsa Pull Tab Finder today. He's over there. Looks like he might be on top of something. Yep, there he goes. I'm getting ready to pull out a standing Liberty quarter or something. It's the way the man rolls. Anyway, I just got me my first weed of the day. This was down in the hole with it. Whenever I first dug, I thought maybe that was it, but it was sure giving me a lot better tone than that, so I kept raking my pinpointer through my hole or through my dirt right here, and looks like a 1934 plane. Well, right there's where I dug my first wheat, and I just covered this back up, run my coil back over it because I'd found another piece of metal. This is pretty iron infested and a lot of other pieces of metal. Run my coil back over it, and I was getting nickel signal, which I'd got before, but now it was right on top of the ground, so it was in my dirt because my hole was right here, my dirt was right here, and it's a buff. Turn it right side up here. It's looks like it's going to be a slick one, but it's still in great shape for a dug buffalo. Hey everybody, still out here in this same little area I was at with the buffalo and the wheat, and I believe I got a bell seal. If it is, it's my first one. I'll have Aaron take a look at it here in a minute. There was a piece of iron sticking out of it right there. It just fell right off, but I think that's just where the lead melted around the iron. Pretty cool. Hey everybody, just been a couple minutes, and I think I got another bell seal. Get out here in the light. Looks like copper. Lead. It's all smashed down in the middle there. It's got copper right there. It looks like it's kind of in a ring. I'm having a hard time seeing through my viewfinder. I don't know if I got this in focus or not. There we go. See copper right there, and then copper down on this end. So it came out of it, the lead right there. So that's a different kind of bell seal. I thought they were always iron wires that went through them, but I don't know. I'll look it up later. Well, very next plug, after finding that other bell seal, busted open my plug, and really good looking wheat sitting down in there. It was ringing up like silver, so I need to check my hole really good. It's in great shape. May not be real old because it's yeah, it looks like it's looks like a 56. Digging in the mud. Just pulled a copper penny right there, but when I was looking here, what do I see right there? Almost is a whole complete marble. Almost looks like one of those decorative bead type. It's pretty cool though. It's probably more modern. Still cool. Tulsa Pull Tab Finder got us a permission of an old house over by where we were digging at a lot that was torn out, and I just pulled up one of the best pocket watches that I've ever dug. Still got the little swivel thing on the top. Looks like the back's missing, maybe. Like it might have been silver plate. Looks like the face is still there. Pretty cool. It looks like a Merc.
I think so.
All I did was run my pinpointer across the dirt right there and then slid it to the side. Yeah, it's a Merc. Looks like a Warren Merc too.
Nice. But it's gonna be old.
Yeah. Here you can see it.
43.
43. Well, it didn't real old. It looks good though. It's worn. I like the character of the worn ones.
Yeah. Nice work.
Thanks. Was that second silver to come out of this place?
Yeah. Second silver coin.
Well, it's been about 45 minutes since I got that Merc, and I finally got my first wheat. Looks like it was the victim of the bulldozer. And you can see these bulldozer tracks in here. It was right in the middle of one of those tracks. I'll have to get it home and see if I can get a date off of it. It looks like a pretty worn, so it's probably pretty old. Still out here at this side. I can't really show it around much. It's not one that I found, so anyway, I'm out here with G-Man Tuna Can, and just got this deep old buckle. It's been down there a while. It's a lot of rust on it, but it's a great big brass buckle. Hey everybody, want to do a quick wrap up of last about 3 hunts I've been on. Most of this stuff is from the last 2 hunts, which was one with Aaron, Tulsa Pull Tab Finder, and G-Man Tuna Can, Travis, and don't have a whole lot to show, just a few odds and ends and then a few coins, and one really good find for me, just a copper chain, this big huge belt buckle or some sort of buckle. It's obviously been in the ground a while because this part's all rusted up. It's brass and iron. This, I thought it was a clock winder, which it may still be, but somebody else said it could be a skate key. But from the area that it came from, I think it might have predated skate keys down in that area. But who knows? It's not real heavy duty, so it may be more like a skate key. Somebody could have lost it down there later on. This, I didn't think it was at first, but it's one of those Model T coil box parts. I was able to get some detail on it after I cleaned it up. A little glass bead and one of these decorative marbles. Bell seals. This was a first for me that I know of. I may have found them in the past and didn't even know what I had, but I recognized that one, and I believe this one is too. It's lead and smashed down, has copper wire in it instead of the normal iron that you usually see in them. I think this is a tuning knob for like an instrument. Some bullets, a button, a couple lead weights, chunk of lead, I think off a bullet to probably hit something. Normal amount of clad. I think I got there's $2 right here. This I kept it because I knew I could see something on it when I dug it, and it's got some sort of like flower design on it, busted down the corner. Piece of copper. I got a 1917 wheat, just as green as it can be and pretty worn. A 1918 that had a little run-in with a bulldozer. One of those lots that we were hunting that had been dozed. 1934 and 1956 wheat. And this, I think Tulsa Pull Tab Finder mentioned this in one of his videos. It's a buff I found hunting with him. No date that I could tell at all. And I was hunting with 65 Fozzie B a while back, and we actually this buffalo head nickel right here was in one of my other recent videos, but it had black crud all over it, and I mean it was really crusted, and you couldn't make out the date on it at all. Put it in vinegar, and it did the trick. It took all that black stuff just after it took about 3 days soaking it. It took it off, and then it turned the coin white. I mean, almost completely white, and has a lot of meat left on it, and as a date. And this is going to be my oldest buffalo to date. If I can get this to focus in on it, may not, but it's a 1916 plain. It's not. You can tell by looking at it now. It's not white anymore, because I took a pencil, one of these, and rubbed it real hard with the graphite to darken it up, just mainly for the video. This stuff will come off on your hands, and it'll keep it dark for a while. You know, may just put it into a holder like that, so because it's got more detail than most buffaloes I've ever dug, and it's one of the oldest. You can still see the lines in its back, and this is after sitting in vinegar for days. Anyway, so I'm pretty thrilled with that. And got one silver, 43 Merc, 43D. It's pretty worn, but it's silver. Most metal detectors just light up when we see that. And then we were digging a house that Tulsa Pull Tab Finder had gotten this permission to dig. The guy come pulling up, and he went over and asked him, and we could tell by looking at it, it was a really old house. And after we left, Tulsa Pull Tab Finder looked up, and it was a 1910 house. And in the backyard, I think you probably saw in his video and in mine, come up with this. And it says New Haven on it, right across here, and compensated right across there. You can't really see it. I'm just thrilled that it still has the faceplate on it. This is the most complete pocket watch that I've ever dug. It's silver plated. And if you look up New Haven compensated pocket watches, there's tons and tons of them out there on the internet for sale on eBay, and they're considered an antique watch. I'm pretty thrilled with that. I mean, you know, it's not worth anything, but pretty cool find. Something to display as a relic. Anyway, got me a box of dimes. I don't know if I'm going to get through them tonight. And also was out going through some antique stores with my wife the other day, and they always have coins in a lot of them around here, and she talked me into buying a couple of these copper rounds, 1 ounce copper rounds. And it's really pretty. This one doesn't have a date because they're just a kind of a novelty type thing. And actually, this one does. There's buffalo on that side, and it says 2012 on that side, and it's the one AVDP ounce. So I think it's pretty cool. It's something to hang on to. More of a, like I say, kind of a novelty item, but really neat to have. Anyway, weather cooled back off a little bit. It's a little bit chilly out, but still pretty nice, and a lot nicer than a lot of you guys have it up north. I'm going to be working a lot of hours here in the next couple weeks, but I'm hoping to be able to get out a little bit. And if I do, I'll try to find some stuff and make some videos for you guys. Everybody take care.